If I don't need to go, I don't need to go.
With a girl who's like, yeah, I shit once a week. I'm like,
once a week?
Nah, she's violent.
I'm like, how?
Her insides are rotten, bruv.
I'm like, how? Like, what?
Once
It's true.
a week?
Do you lot be having showers after you do a little dookie?
If I share at home, I call it a shank. Yeah. Shit shower wank.
I'd have
I'm gonna have a shower.
I know this was on the list of topics you sent me.
No, bro, we talking about?
We lied.
Leave the booty with a shower head. Have a wank. Shit shower wank.
I had to digress from the Drake thing.
What was on the list of topics?
My one was I wanted to get into nepotism babies, NBA.
Let's talk some NBA, man.
I was gonna give the second half. I have to get everyone get the shit off, bro.
Yeah. Literally.
No pun intended. No pun.
Look, I'm not the most invested in NBA, but one thing I want to know, how is it going with the Lakers when LeBron and his youths there?
Yeah.
Speaking of nepotism, baby.
Yeah.
But they haven't played
Good job, Ash.
At the same time.
First game of the season.
Are they still playing? Is it still going?
And then-
I thought it was staggered where they
How's it going for
comes
him?
on. He comes on like during the
He's not ready. He's
I
not.
remember when he first came out, they were trying to just play him down. Nah,
You know what it
is he
is,
not playing good?
Like, I feel bad for the kid because he really should just be in college still.
Is he playing? Here I'm saying, is he playing like, you know when
He's just not good enough for this.
is he playing like how LeBron used to play for when he's
No,
what's that
no,
Clover
no,
team?
no,
What's
no,
that team?
no,
The Irish team.
No.
If you want, if you
LeBron is a one.
if you wanted to, if you want to know, right, compare how good Bronny is now to LeBron, you'd have to go back to when LeBron was like 10 years old.
Probably, yeah. Or even younger.
High school LeBron was selling out. Like, people were queuing up round blocks just to watch this kid play basketball. Like, people,
I saw once every 60
because that was
years
kind of
type
the
fella.
beginning of the, like, before video was really on the internet, right? So like 2001, 2002.
When he was playing for the Irish team, sorry.
Yeah. St. Vincent, St. Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. If he was around now,
But he was cold back then.
every high school game will get more viewers.
I don't think
anything.
LeBron would be as good if he was around.
You know what his son's got to do? His son's got to go rock a park.
I think because he wasn't around the social media.
I don't like
There
that
was
argument.
pressure on him, but it wasn't.
Yeah, the pressure ain't.
There was still pressure because he was covering.
You're right. No socials were there.
But when you're more insulated,
That kind of pressure is different because it's so directed. Like,
No.
it's in the newspaper.
The pressure was on. The headlines were like
The chosen one.
was like Magic, Jordan,
yeah.
LeBron question mark. That was the headline.
Bro, he's 16.
no, it'd be worse now, bro.
I don't think it could get any worse.
I think it'd be worse.
and
now.
and for him to not handle it.
He's come, in the last say 30
No,
years,
but
who has the most pressure coming into as a rookie? Either him, probably Lonzo.
Just him.
That's what I'm saying.
No, Alonso wasn't even close to.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
His dad just put the
Shall I
pressure.
tell you the problem is now with the way the internet is, not so much the pressure, right? Because there was pressure back then because he was getting national media attention, but now everything is amplified. Like, you as a young person can no longer make a mistake. Like, remember when Zion was coming to the league, right?
He was the
And then
next big
all
thing,
of a sudden,
Zion's a fucking mess anyway.
These girls
He
from
fucked
Duke
up,
University are like screenshotting the snaps he's sending them.
Hey,
And it's
once
like-
again,
it's
a
like-
black man killed by the snow bunny. Once again, but no, yeah. I
But
think
back in the days, before
Did you
social
see what I'm
media,
saying? Like-
you can fuck those girls from college and no one know about it.
No one knows
Unless you go to that
anything, bro.
college.
Like-
Just to deviate.
Yeah, LeBron definitely dicked down a couple
Imagine if
bitches.
Prime Magic Johnson was in the NBA today. And
Oh,
And he's going crazy.
He would have been on a Diddy Rico.
We would know. The chick that gave him HIV, we would know. We would know.
No, we'd know.
But go on, you said you wanted to.
Zion Williams was a fucking disgrace.
Yeah.
Do you know what? With him is
He's a fucking.
Because with Zion as well, he's been like viral, crazy since he was like 14.
Yeah.
I liked him though.
No,
you know.
Zion was like, alright, cool.
I liked
The
him
next
though.
big thing.
Nah, you know what?
People thought, alright, cool, he's just a dunk merchant. He goes Duke, one and done. Goes number one.
Yeah.
Crazy fanfare.
He had that. What's that thing called? He had nuclear athleticism. Is that what it is?
Yeah, listen.
Well, he had that.
Zion, Zion is a great basketball player. He's not.
He is. That's what I mean.
Oh,
Great.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying in case people don't know, right? The thing with Zion, and
He's not
I
locked
get
in.
what you're saying from that perspective. He plays for the New Orleans Pelicans, right?
tough place.
Tell me
Still
why
there.
every day on their injury report there's like 12 players missing.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
What's that actually with
no
them,
one,
Well,
no
yeah.
one is
No.
healthy, right? So when you have a player like Zion, who's a unique athlete, because we've never seen someone like as heavy as him,
And explosive
with the
as he is.
explosiveness as him, right? That's a unique type of athlete. You have to have the best medical attention to compete in an 82-game season plus the playoffs.
And you have to manage him
all of
properly,
that.
yeah.
I don't think that New Orleans Pelicans know what they're doing, not just with Zion, but with any of them.
They
I
need
think
it.
that,
Wait,
but I
Atlas.
also feel like we're doing this thing where we'd never want to blame superstars.
No. Atlas,
No,
like
no, no,
that.
no,
Like,
because I
wait.
would blame-
But look at Pitt.
Wait,
He looks
wait,
he's
wait.
fat, bro.
Oh no, wait.
Yeah, you know, he got wham. Yeah, he got fat. He got fat.
I don't think he's fat.
He got fat. He got fat, bro.
I
Look at the picture of him after you got the tattoo and he's waddling about.
No, I
That's
always-
a
he got
fat
fat, he got
nigga,
fat.
I
bro.
always say, yeah, like, say with Tottenham, yeah, with football, we're seeing so many injuries. How many times do we just go like, what the hell is going on in training? Why is there? Tottenham have had 7 like hamstring injuries.
Do you know
and then
why?
You look at the New
Do you
Orleans.
remember when Isaiah Thomas for the Celtics, short Isaiah Thomas for the Celtics, when he busts out his hip playing in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
You know that summer they fired the entire medical staff and brought in new people because that organization did not want that level of care or lack of care to happen to any of their players again, right? So my thing is, who the hell is the team doctors in New Orleans? Because Zion did an interview yesterday where he said that he wants to play back to back.
I saw that.
But the team doesn't let him play.
He was like, I work for the Pelicans.
So here's my thing.
They're not letting him. So we're mad at the player for not playing, but it's the team that's telling him not to play.
So when you see Zion, do you see someone who's 100% committed and in shape?
I don't see
Yes or
someone
no
that's
question? Yes or no
no,
question?
no.
That's all I want to know.
You don't.
Because I'm not. What you're saying is very valid. No, what you're saying is very
Jokic won a
valid.
championship and everyone was calling him fat up until he won the championship.
Jokic plays 70 games a season minimum. Jokic.
He's still fat, though.
Okay, but if Jokic was in, what I'm saying is, if Jokic was in New Orleans, their medical staff might be doing a BMI test and saying, "No, you can't play back."
But we don't know that.
No one knows that.
We don't know that.
And wait,
all I can say, Jokic. One sec. Jokic a 3-time MVP. Jokic a Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Jokic plays 65, 70, 75 games a season. He doesn't give effort on defense, but he's on the court.
And he's a unit, right?
He's a big guy.
So let me ask you this: if Zion had got drafted to the Denver Nuggets, do you not think that they would know how to manage an athlete like that?
Probably, but
And
he's
do you
not.
think
He's
he
not
would
at the
have played
Nuggets.
a lot more games?
Better franchises don't draft number one.
Yeah, no, but this is what I'm saying.
yeah,
It's
better
the
franchise.
luck
Also,
of where you
it's the luck
go.
of-
It's
yeah.
the thing of
Like,
Jokic is fat, but Jokic is playing 70 games a season. Zion's fat and he's missing entire seasons. Like,
Different bodies.
Also with Zion as well, is an issue. Also, New Orleans food is great as well, but he's not locked in with diet.
I don't
very
think
strict.
Zion's
Hey man,
He's
it's
not-
so hard.
it's
Hard to lock in New Orleans,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
No, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm
Even
saying.
going on over there?
He's not locked in his diet.
Zion was
His-
doing all his rehab in Portland, not even in.
No, listen, the
New
point you
Yeah, that's
made,
the issue,
I'm
yeah.
glad you made that point. That's a good point. I've not actually heard that point before. So that's a good point. I understand that. Because there was even the issue with Arsenal, when Arsenal had an issue where everyone was injured.
Yeah.
Brez talking about someone could walk into Arsenal's medical team with a flu and walk in with cancer. Like, it was mad.
Yeah.
So I do understand that. But what I will say is that when I see Zion, come on, bro, nigga fucking porn stars and shit.
He's not
showing
locked
up
in,
late to
man.
meetings.
think he's the only
He's
one,
not.
No.
He's the only one getting dragged on Twitter.
Hey.
He's
you know,
cash
I'm gonna
money.
Keep it
He's
a bean.
cash
Wait,
money.
wait,
No,
I'm gonna
what?
keep it a bean.
Because he was the man in the
Mariah
moment.
Mills, come on, bro, it's 2024. Like, come on, bro, like,
Yeah.
come
Shocking
on,
decision.
bro. What the ones you could have picked?
Do you know
A
what?
shocking
No,
decision.
but the other thing as well, yeah, is with the injuries he's had, it's hard to stay in shape when you can't do what you love doing most in the world.
Yeah,
Like,
What's his
but that's
injury?
the
Like,
life
bro.
of an athlete, though.
He's a different.
it is, but at the same time, yeah, when you can't play basketball and do all
And you're
that,
successful putting on weight, yeah.
can't run
Yeah.
how you would usually run, the team's not letting you do X, Y, and Z.
And also when you're not as proper locked in on your diet and everything, finishing
Yeah.
yourself.
If I put a GoPro on Zion for a week,
Eating better beignets, better cake.
I'm gonna tell you what, because I be at all these places, right? I'm
Yeah.
at All-Star Week. I see everything
yeah,
that's
yeah.
going on, right? Everyone's mad at the players, and you're mad at Zion for all of this, okay?
Yeah.
Here's the real problems, okay? Why is there no vets in the locker room that he can look up to and that can show
They
him the
kicked
game?
out the vets years ago.
yeah.
Why is
it's
there
not a
no?
vets league no more.
Why
It's
is
not a
there?
vets league
Why
no
is there
more.
no one on the coaching staff that is keeping their players in check? Why is there no executives in the building? Why is also the teachers of the game, like the people that are around him? Now what we're seeing is, back before in previous generations, people wanted these players to succeed for the sake of succeeding, had their best interests at heart.
Yep.
Now these kids make so much money. People are just trying to tag along, and you're just surrounded by yes men now.
By the,
Right?
On
So
the flip side, it's harder to tell a kid, because they had this conversation the other day, like with the NFL, right? Bro, kids are getting 6-7 million in college. So
Some
I'm
in high
coming
school.
into the league a millionaire.
Yeah.
So how can I not tell a rookie?
You can't tell me
the same way
nothing.
It's like, shine my shoes, rookie, carry my bag. It's not the same. It's a different kind of league. So
Different
are
hazing.
Are these
But-
kids even? Can a vet even go to one of these kids and be like, yo,
They're not trying to hear
I'm
it.
trying to hear that, bro.
I hear that.
I made more money than you.
Yeah. I hear that.
I got more chicken than
I
you.
hear
I
that,
came to
bro.
the league making
Oh,
money.
you know what it is?
That's the issue.
They could have Scottie Pippen them, man. There.
What I'm
they
saying
couldn't.
is like the Miami Heat, for example,
Yeah.
right? You don't have these problems with Heat players.
Yeah.
Right?
Because they got heat culture, yeah.
So I'm not blaming the players. I'm looking at the organization around them.
But that's why
Looking
bad
at the
organizations stay
team.
bad organizations.
This is what I'm saying. Like, look at the Charlotte Hornets, right? You've got at least 5 or 6 players on the roster who have all got caught doing crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
Terry Rozier just got
Different-
jammed up.
Yeah.
Terry Rozier,
Yeah.
Freedom Man.
Miles Bridges.
Yeah.
You got all of these guys.
Got
like-
LaMelo. He ain't do that, but it's
He's
LaMelo.
gonna do something soon.
No,
Hello, bin down side.
Nah, I think LaMelo's a good kid. He just-
Nah, you're good. I'm
Did you
just
see that video of him on the roof of his building? He's
No.
just got a go-kart and he just drives around
Oh
in
yeah,
circles. He
yeah.
just drives around in circles.
Melo looks like a guy. He just wants to hoop, play
man.
PS5,
enjoy his
and
money.
hoop back
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But what I'm saying is, right, you see, Zion's not the only player doing mad stuff. You don't think his teammates are saying, "Yo, Zion, we're going out."
Yeah.
Yo, Zion did it. Like
They need Zion to go out, bro.
it's easy for everyone to blame the players for all of this.
But there's some.
but
He takes some
I don't
blame,
think he's blameless,
but also as well.
I think he's pathetic. I think
Ow.
I think when you've been given that much talent, I just don't, because everything you said is valid. I just don't see a young man who's locked in.
All
I
right,
don't
cool.
see a young man who's
We
locked
got
in.
limited time. I wanted to move on to this to talk about what you was talking about, the NBA viewership. I think everyone is like saying this and that. Yeah, I just think it comes down to simple illegal streaming, and I don't understand why people are
And games are less available.
like no, it's not even less available. It makes it so much harder for the average American audience just to tune into their favorite team, or they want to tune into, I don't know, the Hornets when they're in flipping New York. And I'm just like, why isn't anyone just taking in consideration? Even though the game is dying, we were talking about it, like how the 3-point is killing.
I don't find the NBA to be an enjoyable product.
Also, I think as well, the legacy and ring culture has ruined the regular season. Like, nobody cares about the regular season no more.
Do you know what I said? Yeah,
And
Sports media
is kind of ruining the way. Like, we only care about the playoffs. What you do
You
does
do a
not
good
matter.
job. Stephen A. and them.
Yeah.
that was the most patronizing.
It's not players like you, because when I've seen your content, you're not saying, "Oh, he needs to win a ring."
Nah, bro,
You got players like
see-
Stephen A. Oh, if he doesn't win the champions, like, bro, like.
You see what the problem is? I think that's the biggest problem, is the way the game is covered. Because if you watch an NBA Finals broadcast, right, on ESPN, how much if you're a casual fan of basketball, right, how much are you actually learning about, say you've not watched NBA ever, and you're seeing two teams, how much are you learning about those two teams? At halftime, how much are you learning about what happens during the game? Like, I watch those broadcasts and I'm like, what are we doing here? Because it's halftime between Miami and Denver in the finals last year. And we're talking about, is LeBron going to retire this summer? That's genuinely, no, I'm not even like, you can go and pull back the tape. That's what they talked about in one of the half times.
Bro.
This year in the finals, you've got Embiid on the show and Paul George on the show, and you make the whole thing about free agency. I don't care where Paul George is going in free agency.
yeah, that's
One of my boys who watched
that's
him
6 years
basketball
ago,
for 5
man.
years. I asked him what job coverage was. He couldn't tell me. I was like, "You've been watching basketball for 5 years. You can't tell me what job coverage is." Because they're not breaking down the game. They're not actually explaining to the.
But they'll tell you what another ring means for LeBron's legacy.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like,
Who
wait,
gives a shit?
Someone makes like
problem
they're parroting what people are saying. Like, what?
The question I
they're
wanted,
not watching the games themselves.
the question I wanted to ask, where
But viewership going down.
No, they were talking about. He said he likes the idea of going into like, what is it, 40-minute games?
10 minute
and a
call.
half.
10 minute call.
But, like,
Sorry.
What would you lot try and change?
So I'll tell you what my view as an NBA.
Bring on more cheerleaders with big
I'll tell you
booties.
why I don't.
Say.
I still love the NBA and I still watch the playoffs religiously. I watch a regular season game here or there, and I still follow the game. For me, like you just said, every single time I turn on the TV, I'll give you an example. I was on YouTube the other day, and I saw something where De'Aaron Fox says he wants to go to the Spurs, right? Stephen A's like, he should go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Everyone should go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Everyone should go to the Knicks. And it's like, you want to create a monopoly where there's 4 good teams in the league.
And everyone else, fuck you.
So why am I going to turn on my TV on a
care about
Monday
those other leagues, yeah,
to
the other
watch
teams, sorry.
Charlotte
Yeah.
versus fucking Indiana?
Because
When
you
there's
said
no
those teams
star
don't matter.
power.
And
There's no star power.
the
There's
thing
no
is,
one I want to
there's
see.
really talented players on all of these teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
there's another question I
But
want.
if all I'm hearing is, all that matters is Lakers, Knicks, Knicks. Why, as a layman, why am I going to watch that? Because all I'm being told is all that matters is the Lakers.
Can we digress for a second? Who do you think is closer, the average man playing football to a Premier League star, or the average man in America playing basketball?
Footballer.
football easily.
They're miles away. Everyone's
international.
miles
Yeah,
away.
everyone's miles away.
I've always
Everyone's
thought
miles
that.
away.
I think like on a technical aspect of not even like playing in an NBA game, on a technical aspect of, say if you're just doing shooting drills, passing drills, I always feel like footballers, there's like a cap on the average man.
But then I'll give you this example. If you got a random person off the street and got them to shoot 10 penalties and 10 free throws.
Oh yeah.
And also as well, the Boston athleticism is just different.
But
Different tier, bro.
also-
The average man's not doing 360 windmills.
But we're talking about foot
People
versus
don't
first
realise
hand.
The worst players in the NBA, people who get called scrubs by the fans,
Yeah, 14
If
on the
you
bench.
see them play in the summertime,
but they
I
always.
was averaging 40 in high school.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. These
So
guys,
I'm
all of
saying,
them average 40
but
plus
the
in high
worst-
school.
the worst player on an NBA team is better than you could ever dream of.
But then I always get that those people who say, "Oh, the worst player in the Premier League
true.
is gonna run like miles around you in Power League." I don't believe that.
I believe it.
I don't-
I think the worst player on a championship team would pull up to your
No. I know.
You would think you're playing against
No. And make it more disgusting than the average man playing against a shit NBA guy.
No, the worst player in the NBA compared to the worst player in the NBA compared to the worst non-professional player in the world. The gap is so big.
Yeah.
I think with football it's different because NBA is only one professional league in America.
Yeah.
Football, there's so many. Because even in football, there's even like.
But even EuroLeague.
Oh yeah. I'm not in America though.
Chinese league, wherever in the world. People don't understand being a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
Like you're a professional.
You live, breathe, and
there's two distinct moments I always talk about in terms of when I realized the difference between a pro and someone who's just good. Number one was when I played. Did you have like kicks?
Yeah.
We had Barnet kicks where I grew up, and there was a bunch of. We played against Birmingham kicks, beat them like 10-0. I played right centre back. Left centre back was the guy who was playing for QPR, and in front of me in midfield was the guy who was playing for Stevenage. Both of them were like 6'5".
Yeah.
And I've never done less than a football match in my entire life. I've never done less than a football match, and that's when I realised this is different. I was like 6 years, so this is different. Like a teenage pro is so much better than like a good someone who's good in their early 20s. It's insane. And then when I started boxing, I was boxing for about a year, and I sparred with like a low level pro who'd had like 2 fights. And I was like, I'm getting hit with things, and it's like an anime.
Come and see,
It's like anime. It's like I'm getting hit, and I'm like, what? It's like there's 2 people in the ring with me. And that's when I realized, this is mad. The difference between like a pro and someone who's just really good is so crazy.
But back to it, because I was saying, even I was watching the Washington game against the Lakers, I think they went 9 for 40 on threes, and I was like, it gets to a point. When do we put a cap on threes?
Do you know
when does the referee say no more?
Yeah, no more.
You
no
more. Golden State game.
Oh yeah,
game 7 and
2018. They missed like
27 in a row. I said,
and you know how bad?
Done. I said,
should I tell you what it is? Yeah, these teams are being, because it's not the players that just want to go out there and shoot.
Yeah, it's
analytics.
In the summertime, you can go to like UCLA or whatever. All the NBA is closed doors, but all the NBA guys in there playing pickup. The game inside the gym does not resemble what you see.
It's true. Even when you see the videos,
but the NBA.
Shout out the Drew League, man. Real hoops.
Real talk though.
Real hoops and Drew League.
The NBA has all these guys, and like they do a great job.
JBL.
All these analytic guys who are telling them they think they figured out the formula on how to win a basketball game.
Yeah.
Basketball is not maths. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no perfect formula. You obviously, if you have Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, shoot all the threes in the world. Okay, if you're the Washington Wizards, maybe that's not a good idea.
It's like the Hornets. They be letting Melo be going for 20 threes, and I'm just like come on now, like
this is playing like he's still in high school.
But like this is fun, but this is not winning you games.
He's a high volume guy on a bad team. It's always going to be like this. It's going to be like this.
Go on.
The problem is the way that these teams are being run, and not even necessarily by the coaches, but the people above the coaches who are telling them what to do. They tell them not just to shoot more threes. It's okay. We want threes from the corner. We want dunks, layups, free throws, and threes. That's it. We don't want any mid range because mathematically that's the worst shot. But when we get to the playoffs, why is Kawhi Leonard, when he's healthy, the best player in the world in the playoffs? Why was Kobe Bryant so good in the playoffs? Michael Jordan,
KD.
Because the open space, KD. The open space is in the mid-range.
I even saw something that
Jokic on his finals run.
I even saw something that
all his work came.
And that's what I love right now about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Even in the playoffs, look, Steph Curry be getting his mid-range game off.
I think I posted one video of you was saying like teams are willing to give up the mid-range.
They're willing to give the shot.
And niggas were trying to cook you, but it's facts.
But teams are willing to let you have that shot, but it's like, if you're going to let KD shoot 12 mid-range jumpers a game, what do you think is going to happen?
You know what?
If you let Kawhi Leonard, even if you let Jokic shoot that set shot he likes from the free throw line, what do you think is going to happen?
There's one thing, I was talking to my cousin about, Like, remember when you used to go on Twitter and be like, top 10 dunks of tonight? I ain't seen that in years, man. Like, I'm seeing the games.
That's on YouTube now.
No. You see it on Twitter. Like, now, even if you look at games, you get the average dunk. That's not making a highlight reel. But now you got like Ja Morant saying, I ain't dunking. Like, nigga, get out of it, man. Like,
the dunk, man. Better dunk.
You know when people say stuff, for instance, like LeBron should have done the dunk contest. I think, I don't agree. I don't think it even matters.
No.
But the only reason I'll say he maybe should have is because him
Push the
doing
game forward.
him doing it would have made other people want to do it as
well. Should I tell
well.
you why he should have done dunk contest? Because number one, All-Star Weekend, I think 2010, he came out on the microphone at All-Star Weekend and said, I'm doing a dunk contest next year. Number two, the dunk contest was a rite of passage historically in the NBA, right? You got like Dr. J, Dominique Wilkins, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, the best of the best.
You got Carter, bro. I'll never forget that shit,
right? And this is my whole thing with All-Star Weekend, because I talk to all types of players, current players, former players, whatever. All-Star Weekend used to be where if you thought you were the best in the world, because every player in the NBA thinks, even though they won't say it in an interview,
you have to.
But they all think they're the best in the world. All-Star Weekend used to be, I'm coming here to show everyone
I am actually the best. Yeah.
That's why in Last Dance, when they have that All-Star Weekend, Kobe US and Mike,
yeah.
yo, we got to guard that Lakers kid because he's going to come out. But now, they're not coming out to show they're the best. They're coming out to enjoy All-Star Weekend. Oh, we got to play a game later on. Yeah, we ain't playing.
And that game is like,
it's like 200.
I don't want to get injured, but it's like I've always
look cool.
I think the worst thing they ever done.
Zion as well. Zion not doing the dunk contest, brother.
Yeah, he's hiding from that. Do you know what annoyed me is when they changed the rules where I was confused. Like people explaining to me, it's like, oh, the second half if you
target score.
Yeah, no, I'm not here.
I should do
that.
Honestly, all dunk and 10.
But then the first year that worked because that's the year Kawhi Leonard won All-Star MVP because Kawhi is not like these other guys. He just went there and said, "Well, I'm going to score 40."
I remember when Giannis blocked James Harden and Harden got pissed off.
But them two have had a little thing. But even in that 2020, the first year they did it, Kyle Lowry was taking a charge in the fourth quarter to try and win the game, right?
Yeah.
But you see, the thing is now, players used to go to All-Star Weekend. Like Kevin Garnett was talking about it. He went to the first All-Star with Kobe, and Gary Payton sat them down and told them this is how it works.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah.
Gary Payton got sat down by older players at All-Star Weekend. Whereas now,
Paying
I
it
think
forward.
All-Star Weekend last year or the year before, LeBron just came on his jet for the day of the game, did the game.
Talk about slime. Pull him slime. He's 46.
If you're the face of the league, you have a responsibility. I'm not saying that LeBron don't do this, but I'm saying I'm not seeing it.
I always see it. Niggas don't really respect Bron.
No, now the OG is saying, yo, I got the club live. They don't talk about what's going on in the club here. Club live. I got a table there.
Yes,
Go to a man. This bartender.
But like things like, but things like that. I've always said someone was like, we need to scrap it all and just like let them compete for something. Whether it's
It can't be money because
No.
money hasn't been changing.
Why do you have to compete for something, bro? If we're playing basketball, we're playing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where I am in the world. I want to win. Whatever I do in life,
we've noticed the pride's gone though.
I want to win.
Yeah,
but basketball, I want to win.
But we noticed the pride is gone.
I don't want to win no more.
I thought of something where we should scrap the East and the West championship because that means nothing. I feel like winner gets first round
Bye.
not first round bye. Home advantage. No.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because let's say this year the Western Conference was to win the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Why do OKC still want to be the number one seed if they're going to get home court advantage? Why would any teams in the West really care anymore?
But then what do we do to actually?
I don't think you can fix it. I don't think you can fix it.
The issue at hand is so deep rooted that the fix is not at the top level putting a band-aid on the NBA and what they're currently doing.
Go to AAU and that.
It's how the players are growing up.
Yeah.
Or it's all these kids care about.
Too many light-skinned kids.
From my perspective,
is that's what it is, man.
They just want the highlight. They just want the stats. They want the Instagram
No more mulatto private school kids. We need kids from the hoods again.
Bro, it's true.
Am I lying?
The NFL.
Right?
Am I lying?
As a joke, but as a fan of the NBA, right? Let me ask you this.
If you're not my skin or darker,
I ain't getting into that.
he knows I'm not lying.
The NBA was more fun when we were growing up. I don't know how old you are, but I'm guessing we're similar age.
Yeah.
When we were growing up in the 2000s, they had the malice at the palace. Now, I'm not saying we want to see them fight, but nowadays, you can't even flex on your opponent after a dunk without getting a technical foul. There has to be some level of physicality
and tension
and
as well.
aggression. Because the NBA had...
Do I not say this about the NFL all the time?
Okay, no, that's not too far. That's a violent sport.
Man should be getting stuck in the NFL. You should be getting carried out on a concussion.
Let me ask you this, right? If I ask you right now and you're a fan of the NBA, what's the current rivalries in the NBA?
There ain't none.
Okay, but when you were growing up, there was how many
So
rivalries?
many.
Crazy
Do
guys.
you know what I mean?
Like there was the Spurs Heat, there was the Spurs Sun. That was a very underrated. Spurs Suns. The Suns never got over the hump, but it was a good rivalry. Detroit had a decent rivalry with Indiana. What else was there? When I first started watching in like 2011,
Celtics Heat.
Celtics
versus everyone in that era.
Memphis OKC,
Kobe and Shaq every time they matched up.
Golden State, Portland.
Golden State and Portland.
Then he and Chicago had a little something.
Nah, LeBron used to just.
But that's still something. That was something.
No, but
LeBron was handling
this
that.
is the
LeBron
thing,
was
right?
handling that.
This goes back to
Belt to Arsenal, Toronto.
This Heat as well.
This goes back to All-Star Weekend, right? Even back 2012, 2013 All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
You got the locker room there, yeah? You've got the Heat section over there. LeBron, Wade, and Bosh are chilling by themselves. The Celtics section's over there because these guys don't like each other.
Yeah.
Like now they've retired, they're all cool, but they don't like each other because they know their job is to come out and destroy the other team when they play. So they're there at All-Star Weekend, but so now they're on the same team at All-Star Weekend, but they're still trying to show.
Maybe we should start like handpicking.
He's trying to show he's the best point guard.
Maybe we should.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe we should start handpicking like not the greatest players. Nigga, what's that yard you Isaiah Stewart?
Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, that nigga put him in. Someone made the funny tweet.
No, we don't want him to All-Star.
Someone made the funny.
He's the host.
Someone made the funny tweet. He was like, in all my life, I've never seen a clip of him with the ball in his hands.
But should I tell you the problem with that? Is it goes back to what you were saying about the coverage of the game. Isaiah Stewart is actually a really impactful defender.
Oh yeah.
But because I'm not on ESPN, you're never going to hear about that.
Yeah, but like,
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
obviously,
there's so many talented players.
I saw like a stat. He's got the highest block shots on the rim or something like that.
Yeah, bro.
He's a very good defender.
The way the game is being covered, you're only going to see him when he's having a fight. You're not going to see that the Pistons have gone from being the worst team in the league last year. Now they're in the playoff spots this year.
And Kate Cunningham's having like a crazy.
I'll give you the perfect example. When Russ was on the Lakers, we couldn't get away from how bad he was, bro.
Yeah.
Now the Nuggets are like 18-7 with him as starting point guard. We've not had a peak.
We're not a peak.
Man, like Westbrook.
This is my biggest
Man, like
thing
Westbrook.
with the way the NBA is covered, yeah? When Russ was on the Lakers, it was Russ's fault the Lakers were
Every
bad.
single thing.
Yeah.
The Lakers are still the same.
Yeah, still bad.
They're still a mid-team in the West. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, and then it was Darvin Ham's fault. It was Frank Vogel's fault before that. They've always got someone to blame. But tell me why this, yeah? Russell Westbrook, he wasn't good on the Lakers, right? And I'm a fan of Russell Westbrook. He wasn't good on the Lakers.
Facts.
But now he plays with Jokic. He looks great again. Yeah. So tell me.
He's probably got Titans on.
Tell me why could the Lakers not accommodate? Bear in mind, LeBron and AD asked them to trade for Russ.
Yeah, they got Titans already though, bro. When he was at OKC, he was
they not accommodate their games to fit Russ in?
Lakers be reminding me of Man United.
I'm of the mindset, and you're probably gonna disagree with me. I'm of the mindset that LeBron isn't as easy to play with that people have tried to make us believe. I think this current version of Jokic. Listen, Jokic is not as good as LeBron was in his prime. I'm not saying that. I think this current version of Jokic is easier to play with than that version of LeBron that everyone was trying to convince us was this crazy.
Because it's a style of play, right?
Yeah.
Jokic has an offensive hub on the elbow, on the low post, even at the top. He can get everyone involved.
He's a threat for 2 points no matter where he gets the ball on the court.
LeBron
we have to wrap up soon.
LeBron needs just shooters to space the floor. Or in his prime, just put shooters around LeBron, let him drive to the basket. Either he's going to dunk on everyone
or kick it out.
And he's kicking to the corner.
Yeah.
But
and that's not a knock to LeBron because it works.
Give me a minute and a half.
I
want to do quick fire questions, yeah? I'm going to ask you, because this is not planned, because it's quick fire.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a bunch of NBA related questions. You have to just say the first one that comes to your mind, yeah?
Okay.
All right, cool. Greatest scorer of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Greatest player of all time?
Michael Jordan.
Greatest defender of all time?
That's tough. I'm going to say Kevin Garnett.
Okay, good. Very, very good pick. Greatest duo of all time?
Kobe and Shaq.
Kobe.
Greatest finals performance of all time? Series?
Finals performance in a series. That's a tough question because it could be a sweep or like a 7-game series. You know what I'm saying?
Probably like when a Shaq in like 2001.
I'm saying Jordan 93 when you averaged 41.
Yeah.
Averaging 41 in the finals is crazy.
I'm going to tell you.
Shaq done the close to that time.
I'm going to tell you
86.
something. Jordan got on that plane to Phoenix the year they played Phoenix in the final.
Yeah.
He didn't take luggage.
Yeah, he was like, I'm only taking one.
He had a suit in his hand. He looked at his teammates and he said, because they had their bags packed.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't getting on the plane home. I'm going to go play golf.
No, I think Jordan's the GOAT. But he stopped from Carl Nance Malone and John Racist Stockton from winning. That's why he's the GOAT to me.
Oh, fuck's sake. All right, last one. Who'd win in a 7-game series between the Chicago Bulls, the prime Chicago Bulls, and prime Showtime Lakers?
That's tough. I'm saying the Bulls.
Okay, one last question, because I feel strongly about this. What was the best Bulls team? Because it was a 96, but what was the best Bulls team?
Obviously, my business partner's BJ Armstrong, so any 91, 92, 93 team.
Okay, I think it's the 92 team, so we agree on that.
You know what I'm saying? That's my OG, so